We were actually filming a very intense scene. It's one of the and a very dramatic scene. But like my producer who's sitting on my left, he had the demand of doing this. But when you're making something and you're working so hard at it, and you see the potential, the marketing of a movie is as important as making the movie. Unless you go out there and you spread the message that, listen, this is the work we're doing, and come and sample it, come and give us an opportunity, because this is the greatest epic coming from my country, India, the greatest story, where so many stories have stemmed from. um, Marketing is a very hard aspect of, at least for me, because I come from the world of creativity. But sometimes, you work on something which is a once in a lifetime opportunity, like the Ramayana, and then you really want to go out there and, scream at the top of your lungs, come and check this out, because it's really going to be worth it. But I think when we are filming, especially when you're creating something, you just have to be very honest and true to the moment. You have to have immense belief and faith in what you're doing, because it's just not you. It's a culmination of more than 300 people, trying to get a moment right, so that when the audience comes and experiences it, they feel that they can experience the truth. They can experience what we're trying to say, which is a culmination of love over war, which is a triumph of good versus evil. As what you just mentioned, with so much of unrest in the world, Ramayana is a film that really can make you believe in goodness again. The good qualities of a human being, the triumph of a human spirit during adversities. So I think, but when you're filming, you're not thinking of these things. You're just thinking about what you're doing, and trying to spiritually, emotionally, be present at the moment.
We are relying on a couple of experts that I think Nitesh speaks to a lot, to gain certain perspective on making sure that we don't overstep a line that may be hurtful to some section of people in the world. But I think just the story and the culture is so loaded with all the goodness that you would want to see in any big screen extravaganza epic. Ramayana has it all. So for me, in so many ways, it's the easiest thing, but also the hardest, because of the love that people have for it. So as long as we don't do anything that's disrespecting that, I think we're in a good place.
Yeah, I'll just like to elaborate a little further on what Namit just said. The very certain defined do's and don'ts. Like, just to give an example, that I cannot take any liberty with the Lord Ram. I cannot take any liberty. He is who he is. His values are what they were. He is going to remain Lord Ram the way he exactly has always been. But things and people he interacts with, I can take liberty in that.
I was extremely blessed to have this opportunity, which coincided with the time that I became a father, and just to go home, and my daughter's 3.5 now, and at one side I'm going to work, and I'm playing Lord Ram, but I'm also going home and I'm telling her stories about the Ramayana, and I just to see a 3.5-year-old being so engaged and asking me, did you shoot with Hanuman today? Did you shoot with Sita today? What did you shoot today? She has so much of interest towards this story, which tells a lot that it's in our DNA. The culture is so seeped into our subconscious that it comes very naturally. The interest and the love comes very naturally, to us. And we really want that to really appeal to a larger audience, to a global audience, and really sample something that we have believed for centuries,